Hello everyone and welcome to this video going over the public test build patch 5.3 in Dead by Daylight. First off, I'm going to start with the new survivor, Mikaela Reid. She is a witch-themed survivor with 3 unique perks, which are Clairvoyance, Boon Circle of Healing, and Boon Shadow Step. And yes, she is bringing the new Boon Totem perks with her. Clairvoyance says, Clairvoyance activates whenever you cleanse a totem. When empty-handed, hold the ability button to unlock your full aura reading potential. You see the auras of exit gate switches, generators, hooks, and chests within a 64-meter range. Boon Circle of Healing says press and hold the ability button near a dull or hex totem to bless it and create a Boon Totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 28-meter range. Any survivors within the Boon Totem's range gain a 90, 95, or 100% healing speed bonus and can heal themselves without needing a medkit. You can only bless one totem at a time. All equipped Boon perks are active on your Boon Totem. Boon Shadow Step. Press and hold the ability button near a dull or hex totem to bless it and create a Boon Totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 28-meter range. Any survivors within the Boon Totem's range will have their scratch marks and auras hidden to the killer. This effect lingers for 2, 3, or 4 seconds after leaving the Boon Totem's range. You can only bless one totem at a time. All equipped Boon perks are active on your Boon Totem. But what exactly are the rules surrounding Boon Totems? Well, let me tell you. It takes about 14 to 15 seconds to bless a totem. Survivors that have blessed a totem can choose to bless another, but doing so will deactivate the previous totem they blessed. Blessing the totem will turn it into a Boon Totem that powers the survivor's perks. The totem will have a blue aura, and its location is revealed to all survivors. Boon Totems cannot be cleansed. The killer cannot see the Boon Totem's aura. Additionally, everyone will hear this sound when a Boon Totem is activated. When a Boon Totem activates, it creates a 28-meter field around it that has blue particle effects floating around and turns the survivor's screen blue while they are in its effect range. Killers do not see these special effects. The Boon Totem will emit a loud sound so the killer can hear it. While survivors are in this blue field, they are under the effects of all the Boon Totem perks the survivor that lit the totem has. This is represented by a positive hex symbol on the right side of the screen. And the game also notifies you which Boon Totem perks are in effect. Blessing a hex totem will destroy the hex totem for the rest of the game, even if the killer stomps out the Boon Totem. Survivors can bless another dull or hex totem if the killer stomps out their Boon Totem. Multiple survivors can bless multiple totems, as each Boon Totem is only tied to the survivor who blessed it. So there can be a maximum of 4 Boon Totems active during a trial. Something I discovered through testing is that blessing is considered cleansing in regards to hex perk descriptions. So what I mean by this is that if you have hex haunted ground and the survivor blesses your haunted ground, well, the effect of haunted ground will still activate as if it has been cleansed, and all survivors will get that exposed status effect on them. The same goes for Hex Undying. If a Hex Totem is blessed, it will then be moved into the Hex Undying Totem. Now, about the hatch. It is seeing some huge changes, being that the hatch will only ever spawn with one survivor left. That means no more camping the hatch while your teammates die and then escape out of it. But that is not all. Keys have been changed too. It now takes 2.5 seconds to open up the hatch with a key. So no more instantly leaving with a key. Progress that you put into opening the hatch will always be saved, similar to chess, so you don't have to worry about that resetting. Be careful though, because killers can grab you while opening the hatch with a key. What do you think of this change? Is it fair, or do you want things to stay the way they are? After that, we have a ton of balance adjustments coming this patch, with a lot of killers getting their powers tweaked. But before getting into all that, all add-ons have had that considerably, slightly, tremendously, blah blah blah. All that stuff has been removed and replaced with actual values. So now you know the real numbers behind each add-on. I'm just going to quickly go over the biggest killer adjustments here, but you can read about all the killer add-ons and changes in the patch notes, which I will link in the description below. So biggest changes, Trapper can now carry 2 traps at a time, and you always have 6 bear traps to spawn on a map. The Spirit, survivors that are within 24 meters of her can hear the phasing audio cue, removing the mind game factor of never knowing if the Spirit's using her power, and she also has new Terry Radius music. Deathslinger got balancing because he can no longer instantly shoot. There is a slight delay now between aiming and when he can shoot, and then also there's a delay between canceling his aim and doing a melee attack. So it's going to be a bit slower to cancel your gunshots now as Deathslinger, and he won't be able to instantly shoot after aiming his gun. Play got minor adjustments. If the power button is released early, Vial Purge will continue charging to the minimum threshold instead of canceling the entire cooldown. And a Vial Purge cooldown movement speed increased from 2.3 meters per second to 3.6 meters per second, and the base object infection time increased to 40 seconds. And survivors interacting with infected objects generate 2 times more sickness over time than interacting with non-infected objects. Additionally, time to cleanse at fountains has been increased to 8 seconds instead of 6. Ghostface had its Nitrod recovery time decreased to 24 seconds, and Wraith's uncloaking speed boost duration was reduced to 1 second instead of 1.25 seconds. As I said, a ton of add-ons got adjusted, reworked, some add-ons even got removed, and some add-ons got added. I will just put on screen the full list of changes. And there are several perk changes as well, which are on the screen now. We got the new names for the Stranger Things perks. Babysitter is now Guardian, Camaraderie is now Kinship, Second Wind is now Renewal, Better Together is now Situational Awareness, Fixated is now Self-Aware, and Inner Strength is now Inner Healing. And here are the killer perk changes, with the Demogorgon perk name change. Surge is now Jolt, Mindbreaker is now Fearmonger, Cruel Limits is now Claustrophobia. Let me know what you think of all these changes in the comments below. Are they good? Are they bad? Do they need to stop? Are Boon Totems terrible for the killer? Should Hex perks work like Boon Totems? Any thoughts you have, let me know. And if you have any questions about Dead by Daylight mechanics, check out this playlist here.